In his classic novel 1984, George Orwell warned the world of the dangers of government addicted to power. One where the narrative was controlled by the state and the people were forced to bend a knee. Truth-telling became the cardinal sin of Orwell's dystopian state, where a power-hungry state reigned in on shutting down free speech, and was all guided by what Orwell termed the Ministry of Truth. It looks like the Biden administration is taking Orwell's work not as a warning, but as their own manual.
That's what you get when you talk with Brian Kilmeade about this topic. And you saw the big brother. Let's talk about the big sister who's going to be watching us. That's who they picked, a certain woman, to watch this governance board. An opinion headline now: which useful idiot thought such a clearly partisan hack should be Biden's disinformation czar? That, of course, in reference to the person named to the board, leading it, Nina Jankowicz. Her old tweets now resurfacing. She repeatedly paints Hunter Biden's laptop as disinformation. We know that the exact thing she's charged with tweeting out is disinformation, because the laptop was very real. Fox Across America host Jimmy Failla is in focus now. Jimmy, top-line thoughts.
Hey, Queen of Daytime. This is crazy. Top-line thoughts: putting Nina Jankowicz in charge of disinformation would be like putting, I don't know, Pablo Escobar in charge of the DEA. Not exactly the right fit for what we're looking to combat here, Harris. I've never seen, and I want to make this point, misinformation, disinformation, according to this White House, is anything that doesn't look good for them, anything that doesn't look good for the narrative. So let's be very clear for our viewers. When they say disinformation, that's how they spread disinformation. Like Hunter Biden, you can't report on that story, it's disinformation. We're just looking out for you, said the people spreading the disinformation. It's a scam. But what's so crazy about the whole thing, Harris, is I've never seen an administration with worse self-awareness than this administration. Because the truth is, you and I can sit here and say, you know, this is crazy and it shouldn't be a thing. But their real problem is everybody thinks it's insane. When you look at how they're polling with independent voters, it's because they continue to do things with no regard for what sane, rational observers think of them.
Yeah, well, they don't value them.
No.
They want to tell everybody what to think, especially the people that they don't value or believe.
So true.
Fox News has learned another, speaking of Hunter Biden, Hunter Biden associate, another one, visited the Obama-Biden White House 7 times before becoming head of the company with the Chinese Communist Party ties. Jimmy, this just gets thicker, that thing that this new woman, the head of the governance board for disinformation, the thing she said wasn't true, has like 95 legs of truth.
Oh, it's insane. And seriously, where is the media on this? Because it's a serious dereliction of duty to know that we have this much corroborating evidence to claims that Hunter Biden was selling influence in our government. And make no mistake about it, Harris. Okay, Hunter Biden doesn't get any of this money if his dad isn't Joe Biden. No one was sitting around at a power company.
Well, you know who tried to tell the president that? Savannah Guthrie. And he shut her down in a very rude fashion.
Which brings me to my next point, Harris, is Joe Biden, if you follow the lineage of this story, has lied at every junction. It started out with, well, it's Russian disinformation. We know that was a lie. Well, I never met with my son's business partners. We now know that's a lie. So the only thing left is, did you make money? Of course, he insists he didn't, but I have a hard time believing the guy who lied about the first 2 things is somehow telling the truth about the third.
Like, how do you pick when you're going to lie and when you're going to tell the truth? By the way, all that artwork, I don't know. We still need to follow the cash on that. Let's get to this real quickly. I don't know if you saw the president, but watch.
Putin's kleptocracy, kleptocracy, and the guys who are the kleptocracies.
Man, oh boy.
Yeah, the reactions actually weren't kind. Townhall.com tweeted, Biden's brain just broke again. Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton with just one word, alarming. So many people with so much to say, none of them claiming to be doctors, all of them Americans very concerned.
Yeah, I mean, if you've lived with a relative that was in the same state, cognitive state that Joe Biden seems to be in, then it sets off so many alarm bells. And what's fascinating is, if you remember, Donald Trump once walked gingerly down a ramp at West Point, and the entire media was like, he's lost it, take a test. But Joe Biden is shaking hands with invisible people. He's getting interrupted by the Easter Bunny when he talks to real ones, and we don't really get a word out of this. And I think the lack of concern here is not so much a commentary on Biden, but on what the media thinks of Kamala Harris. Because the truth is, Joe Biden could be out there telling people he's Batman, and they're still not going to go make Robin the president. They're just not. So I think as long as Kamala's in place, which we know that's the deal, we're going to keep watching more of this. And it's sad, Harris. It really is sad to watch, because our enemies are watching this.
Everybody sees them.
Thank you. Well said.
Everybody. Jimmy Failla, thank you. Have fun this weekend. I know you're in D.C. Be safe, my friend.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.